Hey guys, today on Rich with Cars, I want to talk to you guys about something that a lot of you have been probably experiencing in today's automotive market, and that is shortage of supply. As many of you already might know, because of the shortage of supply, a lot of dealers are giving markups, the dreaded markups. Fortunately, I've been lucky that I'm happy enough with both of the vehicles that I have in my garage, so I haven't been in the market to actually search for a new car. But there's somebody that's very close to me that I've been actually trying to help out in terms of, finding something that's available in the market that does not have a dealer markup. So of course, because of that, I tried to do a bit of research in the market to find out what sort of vehicles have been sitting on dealer lots for a long period of time. And when I say long, I'm talking about 50 days or more. So I decided to make a top 5 list of the vehicles that I think would be well worth your while to take a look at that have been sitting on dealer lots for long periods of time that you could actually go visit and see if these dealerships would be willing to be flexible and give you a better price than just MSRP or a dealer markup. So strap in, let's take a look. So, first vehicle on the list, Nissan Titan. That's been sitting on the lot on an average of 64 days, which is the highest on the list, I believe, if not the second highest. But being one of the cars on my top 5, I think it's definitely well worth your time to take a look at if you're in the market for a pickup. Of course, Ford F-150 is one of its competitors, alongside with the Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, and the Toyota Tundra. Now, of course, the Titan probably doesn't really match up against many of these competitors, but if you are in the market for a pickup, I definitely would recommend for you to take a look at this, just because you're definitely not gonna be getting a discount or some type of better pricing on some of these competitors, which include the F-150 or the Silverado. These are vehicles that are selling quite well, and of course, like many other vehicles in the market, don't really get a large supply because of the fact that there is a shortage of chips. Long story short, number 1 on the list, Nissan Titan. Definitely worth your while. Go take a look at it. See if you can get something on that. So vehicle number 2. Surprisingly to me, when I saw this on my research, I was very surprised. But I would say take a look at it, see what you can do. But number 2 on the list is Ford Mustang. I know, it's hard to believe, but yes, Ford Mustang. Most likely the higher end specs or the higher end models like the GT 5.0 or the Mach 1 or the GT 500, for example. Those definitely will not be getting any sort of discounts or be getting at MSRP. Those are highly in demand. So most likely the ones that are probably sitting on dealer lots for long periods of time are the EcoBoost version. So go take a look at it. I think that the Mustang, especially on its latest chassis, is a pretty solid vehicle. I think probably some of the reason why as well is because a lot of the people that go for Mustangs are not going for the EcoBoost version. And keep in mind that Ford will be unveiling the new generation of the Mustang. So that's probably another reason why they're sitting on lots, because a lot of the enthusiasts are waiting for the new Mustang to be unveiled, and they'll probably be going for that. So take a look, see what ends up happening. I'm very curious to know what you guys end up seeing in the market if you go to any of these dealerships. So number 3 on the list is the Chevy Silverado 4500 HD. I can't say I'm super familiar with this truck, but I know that it's a heavy duty truck. It's a big truck, and on this list, it does sit at around an average of 60 days on the lot. If you're on the market for a pickup truck that can do a lot of your heavy duty work, and you can also use it leisurely as well, because it does have some luxuries inside, consider the Chevy Silverado 4500 HD. You don't know what you can get out of that. But like I said before, this one sits at an average of 60 days on dealer lots. Let's see what you can get out of that. So number 4 on this list is the Dodge Durango. So the Dodge Durango has been around for quite some time, been over a decade, I believe, that it's been around, and it's definitely an old chassis, and it's got old technology, even though they do have, or they've updated some of the systems in there, like the latest Uconnect. But you know, if you're looking for a large SUV, 3-row SUV, for example, you know, some of its competitors are Jeep Grand Cherokee, the Buick Enclave, Nissan Pathfinder, GMC Acadia, if I'm not wrong. So at the end of the day, if you're looking for a large SUV, that could be definitely an option for you. This has been sitting for an average of 58 days on dealer lots. I don't know if it's well worth it at markup. That's definitely not, in my opinion, just because it hasn't been able to really keep up in terms of new technologies with its competition. But definitely, if you can get it for a good discount or a good price, definitely well worth a look to see if you can get something out of that. That's number 4 on the list. Number 5 on this list is, surprisingly, the Volvo XC60. Now, I wouldn't say the XC60 is a great vehicle, especially in its segment, because it does compete with some heavy hitters like the BMW X3, the Audi Q5, the Porsche Macan, the Lexus NX. So you got a lot of strong competition in this segment, but I still think that the Volvo is still a pretty solid choice if you're looking for a compact SUV. At the end of the day, the Volvo XC60 has done pretty well in terms of safety, and at the same time, it comes from a reputable brand like Volvo, even though they haven't been doing tremendously well lately. But this particular vehicle has been sitting at an average of 52 days on dealer lot. You know, surprisingly, at the end of the day, that's one of the brands that I actually mentioned to my girlfriend, who I'm trying to help out in terms of finding a vehicle. Unfortunately, she's not crazy about the Volvo brand, but if you are willing to actually consider it, I would definitely suggest for you to take a look at a Volvo XC60. Go to the dealership and let's see if maybe they can give you some type of deal. At least not markup, maybe MSRP, maybe slightly below, but that's number 5 on the list. So this bonus honorable mention that I want to tell you guys about is, surprisingly, the Alfa Romeo Giulia. This has been sitting an average of 52 days on dealer lots. It does fall in the Stellantis group of brands. A lot of the Stellantis brands haven't really been doing well, and they're also known to not do well in terms of reliability numbers. But at the end of the day, despite the fact that it does compete with some other heavy hitters like the BMW 3 Series, the Audi A4, the Mercedes C-Class, you have a whole bunch of heavy hitting competitors in this segment, which is probably why the Giulia has been sitting on dealer lots for longer than normal, and also probably because of the fact that it doesn't have very good reliability numbers. We did actually go to the Alfa Romeo dealership, myself and my girlfriend. We took it for a test drive, so I can tell you one thing if you're going to consider this. If you're in for an engaging drive, I definitely recommend the Giulia. It's been known from many different automotive journalists to be a very driver-oriented vehicle at the end of the day. And I can concur, because I took it for a test drive, and I took the 4-banger, the 4-cylinder, for a test drive. And to be honest, compared to some of the other vehicles in this segment that I've test driven before, it definitely is a little stiffer in terms of suspension, but it has better driver feel. So I would definitely consider the Giulia if you guys are looking for a sports sedan. And I can tell you from my own experience, we actually ended up getting a $2,000 discount on it. You guys, we didn't even try that hard. So if you guys are looking for a sports sedan, then definitely go take a look at the Alfa Romeo Giulia. Work your magic, see if you can get something done, and let me know in the comments below if you guys ended up getting any good deals on the Giulia. Maybe we can revisit that once again when the time comes. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I hope it helps you out, and please let me know what your results end up being if you go visit any of these dealers. I really appreciate all of your support. I'm almost at 1,000, so honestly, thank you so much for all the support and all the views that you guys have been giving me, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and make sure to comment below, as I mentioned before, with any of your experiences that you've had in the automotive market as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, take care.